13 years in the past. Mitsuru Kusumoto plunged himself into a coma, sealing his fate alongside Kuwana's. Ridden by guilt, Kuwana sets off on a path of vengeance, and the bullies he drags with him are shackled to the shadows. However, Yokosawa's murder serves as a deadly wake-up call to what he's done.
Hello there and welcome back to Lost Judgment. Now, last time, it turns out that Kuwana is a very naughty boy and he has turned himself into kind of a vigilante, basically, taking matters into his own hands with regards to bullies. Now, he's been using his ex, because he used to be a teacher apparently, and he's blackmailing his ex-students in order to help him kidnap bullies so that he can delete them. Now, to me, that makes him a bad guy. I fully understand knocking bullies down a peg, punishing them in some way, but taking them out of the game permanently? Nah. I think that's a bit too extreme. That's way too extreme for my liking. So that's what his game is. He ended up going back on the run. We ended up chasing him, and we'll end the episode with a lovely little fight with some of his ex-students. Wiped the floor with them, basically, and disarmed the girl, the female. I've forgotten her name. Not Makiba. I've forgotten her name. We disarmed her, and now I think we're going to go and have another chat with her, I think, as to what we're going to do. He's a very naughty boy, he really is. So, he abandoned them as well, just so you know. So that being said, we're just going to jump straight back in. So, please grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable. Come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Lost Judgment. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Chapter 10. Catch a Tiger. So yeah, these are the guys that he took down. And we're taking pictures. All right.
Hey.
That's very cool.
What are you doing?
Getting your identification. Making insurance. I'm going to take this watch off because it's hurting. Not hurting, but it's like I don't like wearing watches. I have to wear a watch when I'm at work.
And I think
I don't like it.
After everything you've done,
it gets a bit annoying when I'm sitting in the house.
Come collect one of these days.
So yeah, that'll be insurance policy. We took all the guys down. We didn't take her down. We did disarm her though.
It's Mamiya-san.
Mamiya-san, that's her name.
We're going back to that dingy arcade.
Absolutely.
We sure are. But try not to hold a grudge. It wasn't us who abandoned you.
Very true as well. Kuwana just abandoned them to the fate. Hello.
Higashi, you already called Sari-san and the gang, right?
Yeah. I let them know what's up. They said they'll head over when they're ready.
Okay, we can do that.
Shirosaki-sensei say anything?
Well, she was pretty stunned when I told her who Kuwana really is and what he's up to.
Sounding a little smug there, Higashi-san. Taking credit for the detective work you didn't even do? Back me up here, Yagami-san.
Whatever, man.
Whatever.
Kuwana got away, and that's all that matters. Still, the task in front of us is finishing Sari-san's case. We have to clear up Ahara's crime once and for all.
True. We also need to know,
with Mamiya-san's help,
I'll say how they're involved. Are they all involved, or is it just her?
Some answers. Well, we still got time till Shirosaki-sensei gets here. Why don't you take a breather, Yagami-san?
Oh, really?
Huh? That'd be okay?
Sure. I'll call you once everyone's here.
Yeah, a break sounds good.
By the way, Higashi, has anything unusual gone down in Kamurocho lately?
Unusual?
Anything involving RK?
Yeah, about that. My guys are saying things have been a little too quiet since yesterday.
Are they in hiding?
Soma and Akutsu are out in Ijincho too. When they come back, they're in for a rude awakening.
Oh.
They can pay for what they did to Kaito Aniki.
You,
Make 'em pay?
Make a pay.
Aren't your
Yeah.
Yakuza days behind you?
Calm down a little bit, please.
That's not the Yakuza in me talking. That's just a problem I'm gonna be the solution for.
Isn't that exactly what a Yakuza would say?
Yes.
Fine. Think of it as getting revenge for a brother.
I mean, they were quite tight.
Doing
they
the
are
right
quite tight.
thing, damn it.
Yeah, maybe it's just how you're putting it.
Yeah, probably.
Besides,
You're not saying it
what's
correctly.
it matter if I was Yakuza? I've got my own code, and I'm gonna do right by me.
Whatever you say.
I respect
Much as
that.
things change,
I do respect
they
it.
stay the same.
Since I'm out, might as well check on how the city's doing and go kill some towns. Okay, are we having a walk around? I guess I'll see you later. Also, can I ask, Hingashi, can I ask, why is that wall so dirty and dingy? I mean, you should have probably decorated, you know. Be interested to play one of them. Let's go. Let's have another one of these on our way past. I'll have one. I can't remember what we got last time. Oh, we got a blackened star megalodon. Nice. I've no idea where this is going to lead. If we're going to have a side quest going on, or if we're going to just come out here and get a phone call straight away. Right. I'm just going to go have a bit of a run around. Should probably go to get some supplies. Actually, we need to go and get some supplies. Shop. Oh, hello.
Hey, Yagami-san, it's Sugiura.
Yes.
Hey,
Shirosaki-sensei and the others just got to Charles. They're getting ready to grill Mamiya-san.
All right.
got it. Then I'll head back soon.
Okay.
Thanks.
We didn't even have any time to get. So to get back to Charles, Mamiya is going to answer every single one of my questions. That's very true. Right. So, plan of action right now. Because I didn't get very far. I'm going to go to a local shop. We're going to find a convenience store. I'm going to buy a whole load of medicine to health, because I think I am actually out of health medicines and stuff. Med kits, should we say, for want of a better word. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll meet you back at the Charles. See you soon. Right, so I went shopping, and we're now heading back to things. We have a good selection of health items and stuff we're going to use in combat, basically. So we are heading back in to see everyone to find out what's going on next. We didn't even get a chance to get up to any mischief.
Really? You too, Gendo-sensei?
We're having a smoke.
Am I in the way?
Literally everyone,
course.
everyone's here.
I didn't know you still did field work.
He's interested to know what's going on.
They could pull a fast one on Saori-kun. I'd at least want to look him in the eye.
Why are all these people here? What gives?
We've been waiting for you, Yagami-san.
Yes, I've noticed.
Yagami-san is about to enlighten us on the truth behind the groping.
Good.
Do tell. Yes, we need to
and
find out about that.
Sawa-sensei, I'm so sorry.
Our condolences.
Looks like she got mixed up in all this when RK was chasing after Kawana. But we're
Yes.
still not sure why they chased him. To figure that out, we'll have to retrace Kawana's steps.
That's another to think about. That's another thing that we need to work out.
That said, let's start with the harassment charges, Mamiya-san.
You're telling us everything. It's happening. Tell me.
Let's get this over with.
Pout all you want. but keep the answers straight. Got it?
Yes.
Ihara's assault was designed to establish a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. So Kawana had you play the victim, and together you pulled one over on the police and the court.
Can you confirm if this is all accurate so far, please?
Yeah.
The person who groped you on the train wasn't Ihara-san himself. It was his stand-in.
Correct?
And my understanding is that he had conspirators to help him fabricate this event?
That's right.
What was Kawana doing at the time? Was he in Ijinsho or Tokyo?
Didn't you hear your lady friend? Ihara-san had a stand-in. And that stand-in was our sensei.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
So he's
Kawana posed as Ihara himself.
directly involved.
So this Ihara was actually Kawana. Huh.
You know, I still can't. I can't tell the difference. He looks quite
Not sure they could
suspicious.
have pulled it off otherwise, you know?
But some spots don't look right, like his mouth. You sure that's really Kawana-san?
That part around his mouth is fake. He said he scanned Ihara-san's face and made it on a 3D printer.
I mean,
You can print things in 3D now?
Well, it's
yes,
a machine that
yes, it
takes
is.
a model's data
It still
to a computer
boggles my
and
mind that that's
physical
the actual
objects into
thing. It's cool though.
materials like
I kind of want one.
So if you
But I don't
want
think
to
I
scan
could
a
justify.
person's face onto
I
a
don't think I
printer,
could justify the
a
cost.
3D printer could accurately recreate it.
I don't know the details, but that's what Sensei used to become Ihara-san.
Something like this. See, with a 3D printer, a piece of a face is pretty easy to make.
What the hell?
I see. His eyes are hidden behind the sunglasses, and the seams on his jaw are obscured by the mask.
It's incredible, I must say. With the mouth area so visible, it's too convincing to think he's anybody else.
Yeah.
With the prosecution assuming he's just another sexual predator, they fell for it.
Plus, they
This
don't
is
probably
no
even
time to
think
get
about
pressed.
someone
In case you
like
forgot, he had the defense.
taking it off. You know, like being faking it.
Assuming Kawana was Ihara's double, there's still some evidence I'm iffy about.
I'm of the same opinion.
Okay. Which evidence is questionable?
Time to pull back the curtain on the case. Any evidence I'm unsure of, I need to press my me on it right now. And I don't know, are we doing anything about this? I mean, we could. I mean, it could be that. Murder footage of Mikoshiba. But shit, don't stop. She's staring at this. She's staring at us. It's creeping me out. I'm glad we're not on a time limit. Right. Security footage. See, that's what we've all done on. I mean, this
This
maybe.
piece of the puzzle still needs an explanation.
Is that...
The police examined the trace evidence on Ihara's hands after he was caught.
I mean, I'm hoping we don't get only
From the
one shot.
analysis, the same fibers from Mamiya-san's undergarments were found on Ihara's hands.
That's right. If the stand-in was the groper, Ihara-san wouldn't have touched Mamiya-san at all.
True.
But the evidence on Ihara-san's hands suggests otherwise. Rather strange, isn't it?
I take it there was a trick to this, too?
That's simple. Before I got in the train, I met with the real Ihara-san at the underground platform. That's when I had him touch the undergarment.
Okay.
All I had to do was go to the bathroom and put them on. That's where the fibers in the trace were from.
Okay.
What the police
So she'd
found
had them in her hand, she didn't have them on.
was exactly what we wanted them to find. And it would serve as hard proof he grabbed me. The courts really ate it up. It was hard not to laugh sometimes, to be honest.
I'm not entirely
Really
sure I like
starting to
it.
open up. That's the spirit.
Yes, tell me more. Right. So, mass transit car. May as well ask everything.
How about this, then?
And this is?
Before the incident, Ihara used this card to go through the ticket gate at Ikebukuro, the time of which was recorded.
Right, and it was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
Correct.
Thanks, Hoshino-kun.
Happy to help, Yagami-san.
I really hope nothing bad happens to Hoshi. Hoshi.
If Ahara killed Mikoshiba in Nijinsho, he would have only had 13 minutes to get to Ikebukuro. And frankly, that's impossible.
That's what's dumping you?
No, it isn't actually.
Sensei borrowed the card from Ehara-san beforehand and passed her the gate. Afterward, he slipped it back to Ehara-san when they switched places. That way, Ehara-san ended up having the time-stamped card on him. Makes sense now?
It does.
So even the entry time through the ticket gate was used as part of the alibi?
It all seems so obvious now that I hear it. Nobody'd suspect that a groping was being used as an alibi for murder.
Very true.
Yeah.
It's not the normal thing.
On top of all
Not
that,
normally what
no
you do.
one knew Mikoshiba had been killed during the trial. They really pulled it off.
Anything else?
Plenty. I have no idea what though. Security footage. I think we know all about this. Should we ask about that?
Any thoughts after seeing this?
Stop it.
Oh, you don't like that?
You aided and abetted.
I'll say you're gonna do all that you did, and you're gonna look away.
Yes,
Who put this video up on the internet?
Sensei did. He said from the start that once Ehara-san got his guilty verdict, he'd upload it to the internet.
So that was all part of the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What purpose though?
Sensei can't forgive the law for how easy it lets off bullies. Ehara-san's the same way. His son's death was brushed aside. The court blamed his suicide on unknown factors. And that's what led them to his whole plan.
Whose plan was it
The
though?
real victim is some bully who never got what he deserved, and the killer gets off in court by being convicted of battery. How would the public respond after finding out they'd gamed the law like that?
So Kawana and Ahara's real plan was to make a mockery out of the justice system.
Okay, maybe I should have led with that.
It's going well.
Maybe I should have led with this bit of evidence.
Beside themselves for dragging the police into this.
I guess Ahara really was desperate. He was never concerned about his own punishment. He tarnished his own name to humiliate the law.
Yeah, cop or not, Ahara is a broken man. Nobody took responsibility for his son's death, and the courts all but ignored his case. No wonder he went along with Kawana.
I can't even imagine.
I mean, two peas in the same pod.
Sensei
Both
and
want
Ehara-san,
revenge.
perfect pair with nothing to lose. The only ones who do are the ones forced to comply. Us. Speaking of which, are we done here yet?
Yagami-san,
Are we actually
you
done?
sure that's enough?
Yeah, I think we've got plenty. Bottom line, groping was a fabrication. At the very least, we know that the prosecution's evidence can all be refuted.
The courts were being intentionally misled. I'm considering filing an appeal.
Are you saying you want a retrial?
I mean, why
I
not?
am. We'll reveal Ahara and Kawana's plot and overturn the verdict they issued.
That might be harder than it sounds.
Probably, yeah. There's
Why
probably
do you
going to
say
be a
that, Candace
whole load of
Sensei?
people that don't want that to come out.
Well, the previous trial resulted in Ahara being found guilty, right? As the client, if he doesn't want an appeal, there's no way you're getting one. Doesn't matter what any lawyer tries to do. If Ahara refuses to appeal, then that's that.
Then we'll
But so
talk
was
to him
I. You
tomorrow.
can't force it.
First, we need to see how he reacts to everything we've got on him.
Sounds good. Then let's meet at the detention center tomorrow.
I don't think he's going to be happy about it.
Will
I
do.
don't think that's going to change anything.
So...
Because it's not going to make him want to appeal.
Sure are. Great job, everyone. Go get some rest.
Also, I'm kind of wondering about her child and husband. Like, she's been gone for a while,
Yo, Yagami.
trashed
Sure it was
apartment,
cool to
and
let that
disappearing.
Mamiya chick just go home?
Yeah? Why?
I mean, we don't really have a choice.
She helped Kawana kill all those people. Aren't you gonna turn her in or something?
I would. But there's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do?
True.
Frankly, we don't have any
Yeah.
proof of the murder she was talking about.
What, so this is all for nothing?
Nothing
Not for
direct
nothing.
according to Mamiya anyway. Aside from Mikoshiba, no other bodies turned up. Which means all we can do is take her home, right? Sugiura is making sure she gets back safe.
Fine, forget it. Why are you still here? Everyone else went home already.
Come on, man, why the cold shoulder? Am I really that annoying?
I mean, he's trying to get us out of here.
Called to hang out with. So if you're done, then go.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Straight for the jugular, huh?
But if it's help you need, I'll be there. I've had nothing but time lately. But only if you bow your head and ask nice. Then I'll consider it.
All right.
I know for a fact you'd help me out regardless, so why waste a good bow? Thanks for the drink.
And the use of your establishment.
Dude, come on. That was your cue to bow and ask nice.
See you later. We ain't gonna do that. I was gonna go with Cyrus and interview her tomorrow. Time to call it a day. Yes. Let's head back to. Hello. Let's head back to the. Well, I was gonna say club, but it's not a club. You know, the clubhouse. And we have made it back. Oh, someone outside. I was wondering who that voice was. I thought it was someone in the office. I mean, there could still be someone in the office. I'm also still very curious whether Yagami has an actual house. Because we never see it. We've never seen it. Because I can't imagine sleeping on the sofa being, like, permanently is very, like, handy. Also, is that it? That looks like a computer system. Is that a Mega Drive? Sorry. Sounds Harry-san meet interview Hara. Better take care capture the Tokyo detention center. Yes, that is the thing. However, I want to have a look at this thing over here. A Sega Master System. I haven't had one. I haven't played one of those in years. Oh my days. These are actual all full games. And we can have more to find. I wonder if these are in pawn shops. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, these are all full games. Please don't. How do I leave? I would like leave. Okay. Please don't copyright me. That's actually really cool. The fact that the actual full games, it's crazy as well that there's a full game or a whole bunch of full games in this game. Like real games as well. Right, taxi. Where is the nearest taxi? Can we call for a taxi? Wait, can we call for a taxi? We can. 1,100 yen from here. I wouldn't. It because it said 400 from the taxi itself, but I don't know if that's. It said base fare. Are we paying a premium to be picked up? Oh, you sold me now. Hello. Really? Broken eye socket. That's always gonna hurt. Are you done? You are now.
And stay down.
Yes. So, taxi. Let's find ourselves a taxi. We're heading right. We're heading this way. Way, hey. Taxi! Right, so I'm curious, because the taxi said, if I order it now, 1,100 yen. Now I have 320, 328, so that would put me, if it's 400, it'd put me just under, well, 319 and change. It says base fare 410. Yeah, so we can pay for a taxi more if we don't go to the taxi. Craziness. Hello.
So, you're recommending an appeal? I have that right?
Yes.
Did some new evidence come to light?
Absolutely, yes.
Yui Mamiya told
We're
us some
involved. You
Like how
realize you're
faked your
involved in
alibi
something
for
shady.
murder. You wanted the sexual battery conviction, right?
Well,
Your goal was to avenge your son and humiliate the law on a grand scale.
Think that's
no
probably
idea what
came to
you're
pass.
talking about.
Ahara-san, we have a much better grasp of the situation than you think.
Yeah, we know everything.
What exactly?
Well, not everything, but we know enough.
Grasped.
Like Yagami-san just said, you're innocent, as far as the harassment goes. As your lawyer, I'll file for an appeal, and we'll make sure the world knows it.
Thanks, but no. I'm scum of the earth. A pervert. The prosecution and the judge made that very clear in the verdict.
How are we going
On
to
the day of
force
the
this?
crime,
How are we going to
October
force
7th,
this?
At around 6:30 a.m., you were in Ijincho, not Tokyo.
Baloney. I was relaxing at home.
Except that you weren't.
Oh?
You wanted to give the man who pushed your son to suicide the beating of a lifetime.
Very true.
And you'd miss out on that opportunity if you were at home, which is why you were in Ijincho instead. Isn't that right? You and Kawana's former student staked out Mikoshiba's house until he left. Then you dragged your prey into a car and brought him to an abandoned building in Ijincho, which would later become a murder scene. Every bone on Mikoshiba's fingers was broken.
That took
Remember how
time.
he pushed Toshiro-kun to his death? It's no wonder you'd go that far. You tortured Mikoshiba without a shred of remorse. You inflicted no small amount of pain and terror. There's no way you weren't there, and I'd put my money on that.
Yeah, I would say it. The video as well tells us that you were there.
You need the whole play-by-play, even though you already know it?
Oh, not at all. I'm just fascinated by this outrageous little story.
I used pieces of evidence to show what we did next after beating up Mikoshiba. I mean, that? I mean, it has to be
As
that.
for what you did next after beating Mikoshiba,
The rest doesn't make any sense.
It's quite a home video.
without leaving anything on Mikoshiba's body that could be traced back to you, you slit his throat. Estimated time of death was around 7:30 a.m. on October 7th. You tossed the bloody coat and made your way to Ikebukuro Station, where Yui Mamiya was waiting.
Are you sure? I was at Ikebukuro by 7:30 a.m. Would have been impossible for me to kill Mikoshiba and Ijincho.
The person in the
Yeah.
security camera footage in Ikebukuro was a double.
double, yeah, it was double.
Likeness. The identity of whom belonged to Jin Kawana, the handyman in Ijincho.
I didn't realize
You
his
know
first
him
name was
by a
Jin.
different name. Former high school teacher Yu Kitakata. So which name did he give you?
I don't know who you're talking about.
With Kawana in view,
See, it's going to be a hard sell.
you met up with.
I don't know how we're going to get him to appeal,
first.
or how we're going
That's where
to
you touched the
get him for this murder.
underwear. The police would later discover the trace evidence on your hands and pin the groping on you. Then you made your way to Shinjuku Station. After that, Mamiya and Kuwana acted out the groping as they arrived at Shinjuku Station. Kuwana jumped out of the train and Mamiya chased after him. And then...
You know, I still don't see it. I still don't see Kuwana. We know it's Kuwana, but we still don't see it.
You were waiting for Kuwana, who looked just like you. With the two of you matching, you were able to swap places in that huge crowd without anyone noticing. Kuwana handed you the transit card used to pass the ticket gate. Just one piece of hard evidence that places you in Ikebukuro at 7:43 a.m.
And no fingerprints.
Right after the swap, Mamiya started calling for help. After that, well, we've all seen how the news reported it. You were caught in a public place with plenty of witnesses.
An active duty police officer arrested for sexual battery. The public outcry was very clear. As a result, despite it being your first offense, you were actually tried and convicted.
On purpose.
The consensus is that it was a fitting punishment for someone so heinous. Even as your lawyer, I felt the same.
Have some confidence in yourself, Shirosaki-sensei. The prosecution, the judge, and a lawyer like you all laid out the evidence in court and found me guilty.
Yeah, guilty of the wrong crime, though.
I'm in no position to doubt you. And I've long accepted the ruling that Toshiro was never bullied.
Yeah, I don't buy that at all.
Do but abide by the rule of law. Right? That's all I can do, right?
I know what you're trying to say. You carried out the justice that the courts wouldn't, right?
True.
Everything my son went through was passed off like it never even happened.
I understand his pain. I genuinely do.
Teachers, and yes, the court. They all dismissed the reason he died.
That's when Kuwana came in the picture, telling you Toshiro-kun had been bullied. But was it Kuwana's words that suddenly made you want to kill Mikoshiba? Because all of his fingers were broken while he was still alive.
Who...
Was that really all just your pent-up
rage?
Like,
who approached who?
What do you have to say, Ihara-san?
Shouldn't have been any evidence of Mikoshiba's bullying. Who told Ihara the truth? Did Sawa-sensei tell you? I mean, it could have been... I think it's more likely going to be Kuwana.
Did Kuwana really tell you? You found enough motive to murder Mikoshiba on hearsay? No. That doesn't sound right at all.
I mean... we're going to try his son, because maybe he did say any...
Toshiro-kun never tell you about the bullying himself?
My son never confided in me about any of that.
Then how did you know there was bullying going on? Why else would you murder Mikoshiba in cold blood?
Okay. So, I'm going to guess...
Was
trial and error right now.
Who told you the truth? She was the only person Toshiro-kun confided in.
Oh, actually, I forgot about that. That makes more sense.
Right?
Nearly hit the nail on the head, as they say.
Nearly?
After my trial, she confessed she knew about the bullying. But only to her old teacher over the phone. She had no idea she was being recorded.
Who? Why? Why?
Kuwana-san let me listen to that recording where I learned Sawa-sensei had been muzzled by both the homeroom teacher and the lawyer.
Okay, so it was Kuwana who was recording.
Proof of Toshiro's bullying I'd wanted all throughout the trial. After hearing Sawa-sensei's words, I finally understood. They pushed my boy over the edge.
Was there no other evidence of the bullying? Like a diary of Toshiro-kun's or something of the sort?
Nothing.
Most blokes or most lads don't do diaries.
Or my wife about
maybe they should, but I never had one when I was a kid, when I was growing up.
All my fault.
My diary was in my head.
In middle school too. Kids would throw his pencil case around or hide his books. When I heard about it, I chewed him out. They walk all over you because you're weak. Grow spine, I told him.
I take it that was the wrong approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is for a lot of kids.
I can't imagine how much courage it took for him to come forward about his suffering. I'm sure he felt ashamed about it. And I should have listened when he pleaded for help. I should have told him I was proud of his bravery. But instead,
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, though.
pushed him away. And in the end, Toshiro tried to make sure he never showed weakness to us again, no matter how much pain he was in. He went to a private school out in Yokohama because he hated living with me. But in the end, he still suffered.
And that's why you didn't hesitate to unleash hell on Mikoshiba.
I understand his plight.
You say so.
I understand the want to do that, but he shouldn't have done it. Still shouldn't have done it. Still won't admit to murdering Mikoshiba. Must be killing him not to.
So the first time Kawana showed up was when he let you listen to the phone call with Sawa-sensei, right?
Yes. He approached me and asked me if I still wanted justice.
Okay, so
for my son.
Kawana instigated. I was wondering who
He was in
instigated.
uniform when he came to me too. Very bold, but it paid off. I owe him a debt of gratitude. He reassured me he had already taken care of multiple individuals like Mikoshiba, and that he'd urged other families to avenge the children they lost to bullying. He'd tell them that simply being branded a bully wasn't enough. He promised to deliver real justice.
If justice can be served at one's own discretion, laws would cease
Yeah,
to serve their function.
vigilante,
If the
not
law
the way
is
to go.
clear to everyone, no one will obey it. The law is only able to help the powerless because it can't be swayed by money, force, or anything else.
Problem is it can, though.
Tell me, what's the solution when the law fails to punish someone who laughs in its face? To overlook those the law won't judge is to abandon those the law couldn't protect.
To render justice with confidence, you require sufficient evidence.
Some of the victims...
And if there's no evidence, does that mean it didn't happen?
Offer of revenge, telling him it would be...
Tough line.
But even after rejecting his offer, not a one reported Kawana-san to the police. Do you understand what that implies? Whether you follow through with revenge or not, Kawana-san presents a solution that resonates with people. Being that the law is unfair and imperfect. Am I wrong about that?
I wouldn't say you're wrong.
But we're fighting to make it as fair as we can. Laws have to change until they are perfect.
They don't change fast enough.
That's also true.
Toshiro's death was murder by another name. Yet Hiromi Koshiba walked free. He even got to enroll in a teaching program as a student teacher. Someone like him? It's insane! I'd die of old age before the law was ever written to be fair enough. For Toshiro's sake.
I truly understand his pain. I really do.
A world where the Mikoshibas can live without consequence. Tell me, what alternative was there to getting blood on my hands? I didn't have any other choice.
Yagami-san, did he just...
Yeah, I think he did.
This is the first time you've admitted to killing Mikoshiba.
Well played.
You really did your research, unlike those useless cops. Kawana-san's plan was impressive, almost airtight. I didn't expect it to be unraveled so quickly.
I just got lucky. There was some dirt on Yui Mamiya that Kawana could have used against her. If we hadn't found it, there's no way we would have gotten her to talk.
What are you talking about?
Oh, did you not realize she was a bully?
Sorry, but I'm under no obligation to tell you.
Didn't realize that she was a bully as well.
You'll be sent to prison as a sex offender as it stands.
Of course, just as I planned. the charges will be confirmed and I'll be convicted. As for the police and the prosecution, they wouldn't be able to admit they made a mistake. I could scream, "I killed Mikoshiba" at the top of my lungs. It wouldn't matter.
Are you saying you intend to admit to the murder after you're released?
Everyone's seen the video of me killing Mikoshiba by now. It's obviously authentic, but the prosecution and the police are saying it's fake. They need it to be fake.
Yeah.
Even if I do confess, they'll sweep it under the rug.
They wouldn't.
They would. To be
No,
fair,
that's
they
not
actually would.
But I take it how they react doesn't really matter to you. All you want is to humiliate the law, don't you? The same system that determined Toshiro-kun's incident didn't happen.
It seems you're starting to understand, Yagami-san.
So how are we going to get him? All we're going to get him, though. That's the thing. She's what we want to do.
If the prosecution wanted to charge me for Mikoshiba's murder, then they'd have to retract the battery verdict. And that would mean admitting to a massive blunder by the court at the hands of a criminal. It would be chaos. Despite knowing who murdered Mikoshiba, no one would know what to make of the case. Wouldn't that just be wonderful?
I mean, it would be a right
And I
mess.
get why you'd feel pretty
However,
proud of accomplishing that.
I think we should probably go for it.
Do you?
But in this case, the guys pretty much grabbed the tiger by the tail.
What tiger's tail?
Someone's issuing orders to the thugs in Kamurocho from behind the scenes. He's the tiger in this case. And they've been closing in on your partner, Kawana. And Sawa-sensei got in their path. I'm sure you get the newspaper in here, right? You know, don't you? Sawa-sensei was killed after the thugs broke into her home. All because she got involved with Kawana.
There's one of the last pieces is the RK's involvement of who's pulling their strings.
This is the first I'm hearing of the reason why. And by thugs, you mean RK?
Yes.
Yeah, but we don't know why they're going after Kawana. Any ideas?
No way I'd know.
You think it could be because she got mixed up in your deadly little game?
Excuse me?
That's what getting away with murder really looks like. The more you perpetuate the lie, the greater the rift you create. And then...
Very true. Are you spitting facts right now?
Kawana killed others besides Mikoshiba. You said so yourself. That's what brought the angry tiger into play. And if Sawa-sensei ended up paying for that instead,
So who's the tiger?
then how can you begin to believe your vengeance is fair?
Because she gave false testimony. She lied in court to say Toshiro was never bullied.
She couldn't name Mikoshiba, who was a minor at the time, without evidence. What's more, she was haunted by her testimony. Always second-guessing if she did the right thing.
Did you even speak to her?
But now she's been killed. Somehow that's acceptable to you? I'm gonna clear up what happened to Sawa-sensei. Just like you did for Toshiro-kun.
How?
By going public with everything you and Kawana did. The first step is to appeal the sexual battery and undo this whole lie.
You never groped Yui Mamiya. That's one crime you're innocent of.
Very true. How are we going to do that?
The court's
Because as Genda Sensei has said, if...
So please give us the chance to appeal. We can prove your innocence.
What on earth would I get out of
I'll
that?
say if he's...
You get to
If he
humiliate
says
the
no.
court again. Besides, what are you gonna do for the next half a year in a cell?
Fine. Do what you want.
Oh, okay.
Just know this.
Yes?
I have no intention of admitting to killing Mikoshiba in court. Is your appeal still worth a damn?
We won't know till we try.
Yeah, all right. We'll
Let's go,
play that card.
Sarah-san. We have client approval to proceed with the appeal. We better act fast.
Yes. Agreed.
Yagami-san,
I'm surprised he let us. He could have literally just shut us down.
isn't on me.
Oh, it is.
Even if I have grabbed the tiger by the tail, that doesn't mean I killed her.
By that
Indirectly.
logic, you may as well admit that Mikoshiba didn't kill Toshiro-kun. You can't have it both ways.
Exactly.
Listen to me. Everything about you, about Kawana, about why Sawa-sensei had to die, we're gonna expose all of it. That's the only thing left we can do for her.
Yeah, we're playing for keeps. He's very salty about it. I'm still very salty about it. There's no reason that she should have died.
I'm going to fill Genda-sensei in on what happened. Why don't you head over to the office?
Your office or my office?
Sure thing.
Wait, actually, we're literally here. Alright. I thought we were going to have to take a walk or something.
So then, Ihara admitted to killing Mikoshiba, did he?
Indirectly, yes.
He also admitted Kawana approached him to offer revenge.
That sounds like you were productive.
Very,
It's enough
actually.
for us
We had
to
a good
move forward
chat.
with the appeal, I'd say. How does that sound, Genda-sensei?
Genda-sensei?
The sexual battery and Mikoshiba's murder are the very same case. To clear Ihara of harassment, you'll need to prove he murdered Mikoshiba. But you don't have evidence he did, do you?
Not directly.
Ihara-san was captured on video committing the murder.
And the prosecution claims it's a fake, of unknown origins. The police are saying the same.
They're only saying that to cover their asses.
Yeah, but we need evidence to
The
prove.
sexual battery evidence against Ihara-san is what was really fake. At the very least, we can claim Yui Mamiya and the others aided in fabricating that, alibi or not.
You really think the courts will grant you an appeal for just that?
Are you saying
Couldn't
it's
just
not
try.
possible?
I wouldn't go that far. But Ihara won't admit to murdering Mikoshiba in court. Kind of significant, don't you think? So what chance do you have even if you do appeal? Without any decisive new evidence, you'll just end up splitting hairs over the original verdict.
We don't have anything decisive.
Good
But,
will it
yeah,
do
we don't have
other
anything
than
decisive.
damage
We
your
need to
own
find
reputation,
something.
Saru-kun?
So, Genda-sensei is worried about Siri-san's career. I'm sure that's the case, although...
To be honest with you, I feel like I've been deeply underestimated.
I think she's a little bit salty.
Sorry-san. Are you actually...
I think she is.
Yes. As a matter of
I
fact,
think she is mad. She's very much mad.
You have every right to be.
listen, Sensei. Ihara and Kawana devised this plan knowing full well they could manipulate the justice system. Have we not fallen right into their trap? If we take pity on the prosecution now, we play right into their hand.
True.
Very true.
So how can we worry about reputation when our duty as lawyers is to face the law?
I understand where you're coming from, and you're right to think it, but...
But
And another thing.
I don't think it's going to be a but. You're not going to have enough time for a but.
I never truly believed the claim. I didn't trust the person I was defending, and I felt sick to my stomach even being in the courtroom.
Sorry, son.
Ihara likely saw right through that. He probably took great delight in our myopic dedication to the law. And I won't stand for that. I'm gonna show him exactly what I can do.
What about you, Yagami? I want to hear your...
Hey, I'm all in. I'm all in. He's not saying, but he disagrees with how should I move this forward. I defer to... She will get defeated. We should listen to Saori. Ooh, you know that's a tough one. He has a point. He does have a point.
We should listen to Sari-san. I understand why Ihara and Kawana did what they did. I can't condone it.
I'm glad you said that.
I see. So you feel it too, huh?
Yes. Although my motivation may not be as righteous as Sari-san's.
What do you mean?
Mikoshiba's murder, the fake groping alibi, the one behind it all was Kawana, and he's in hiding. We need to shine enough light on him that the public can see what he is. And the
True.
perfect place to do it is during Ihara's appeal hearing.
So it's not Ihara you're after, but Kawana.
Yeah, I'm after Kawana.
Ihara's case, Kawana-san's actions will naturally come to light.
And if we draw
That's-
Kawana, then
I hope
RK
so.
and the ones
I
back
really do.
will make their move. Soma from RK said Sawa-sensei knew too much, which means whoever's behind them has a secret that needs to stay buried, even if it means murder. And I need to figure that secret out. I owe Sawa-sensei that closure. The only thing we can do for her now is make sure the ones pulling the strings pay for it.
I do wonder if the health minister's involved in this. We haven't seen her yet. We've never met her.
Kenda-sensei.
Looks like I got complacent from all the peace and quiet. Leave it to me to underestimate the younger generation.
I apologize. I shouldn't have been so impertinent.
That should be my line, Saori-kun. I suppose I have to make up my mind after all that, don't I?
Yes.
Get out there and do what needs to be done. And heaven help anyone in your way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You heard him.
Let's go. I felt the need to contribute to that conversation. Phone call. Kaito? Oh, Tsukumo. You alright, Tsukumo?
Hello?
Yagami-shi, are you still in Kamurocho?
Yes.
Yeah, why? What's up?
I'm afraid RK seems to be amassing in Ijincho. It's very bizarre.
Okay.
Are they now?
Yeah.
Are we heading over?
Can't shake the feeling that the officers like Soma and Akutsu are still in town.
You think so? If I was Soma, I'd have left Ijincho by now. He's a person of interest in Sawa-sensei's murder, too.
I see. That does make sense.
Things are settling into place here, though. I'm heading back to Ijincho with Sugiura. We got a lot to go over with you when I get back.
Very true.
Wonder what it could be.
Yeah, we're going on the offensive. Alright. You ready, Sugiura? Right. I'll see you later, guys. Let's go. Sugiura, let's go. You catching up? Nice. Are you going to be better than... Sorry. Are you going to be better than Kaito? Keeping up? You are. However, let's go just straight for the taxi. I mean, we could go cereal. I don't know if that was that map the map of Kamurocho or the map of Ijincho. I know Sirius High School's in there. He actually just let me out. Okay. Obviously, our guys, the scare is not allowed in the school. I didn't expect him to actually drop us off inside the school. And the windows were intact as well. Thanks for waiting, Sugiura. Let's go. We're heading back to the place.
Wanna slow down, Yagami-san?
No, can't slow down. We're on the run. Straight over. Taxi right there. Are you coming? Sugiura. You're supposed to climb over. Never mind. I'm sure you'll catch up and there we go. There we go. You made it. Well done. Tsukumo. Yokohama Section 99.
Well, now that's something.
It's quite a cool name for
starting to see the whole
for a
picture.
club, you know.
Kuwana-san, or rather Kitakata-sensei, huh? And his students helped Ihara murder Mikoshiba.
True.
But there's still some things that doesn't explain.
Like what?
Like, why does RK keep going after Kuwana-san?
Yeah,
You
why?
think that's weird too, right, Yagami-san?
I do find it weird.
Yeah. That's the piece of the puzzle that'll lead us to why Sawa-sensei got killed.
Yeah, why are they after Kuwana and how much do they know about
Before
him?
they came to Ijincho, RK was originally looking for Shinya Kawai. But when they found out he might have been killed, they suddenly shifted gears to Kuwana. So what are they trying to accomplish?
We can guess all we want, but that's not going to get us anywhere. Shouldn't we ask someone in RK directly?
I mean,
They're
possible.
strengthening their numbers in Ijincho as we speak.
The goons at the bottom rung aren't going to be in the know on that, though. Though if Akatsu or Soma were around, then we might get somewhere.
That's true.
The last few times we've run into them haven't really ended that well.
I'm going to head into the city for a bit. I'm quick on my feet. That's about all I have going for me right now.
How modest of you.
Yeah, don't say that, Yagami-shi. Otherwise, what ground do we have to stand on?
Shaky ground. We have a message. Do I want to have a look at this message? I'm sour. Oh, okay. How's the investigation coming? If this look tries in school, don't review the situation. Our nemesis professor must be stopped. Okay. Yes, I remember. Alright. So let's go look around town. So I'm wondering if this health minister is involved, because she's the mother of the Kawai's victim. So I'm wondering if she sent RK to take out Kawai, and when Kawai was already taken out, when RK found that Kawai was already taken out, that Kawana then became the target because he stopped a revenge plot inadvertently. You know, that might be it. Although I would have expected to have seen. Are you ready? Oh, okay, we're fighting. Kick in the shin right there. So yeah,
Really, guys?
I'm wondering if that's what's happening here. Also, I don't know what we're doing here. We're just going to run around until we find out what's going on. Oh, phone call.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Do you have a minute, Yagami-san?
Yes?
Yeah, what's up?
I was thinking back on our interview with Ihara-san, and something he said isn't sitting right with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask your opinion.
Fire away.
Part felt off.
The part about Kawana approaching other bullying victims besides Ihara-san to offer revenge. Ihara-san also mentioned that most of them rejected his offer, but never went to the police either.
Yeah, and?
Well, wasn't the first
a little bit odd.
Kawana killed his own student? Shinya Kawai, I mean. Tormented by his bullies, Mitsuru Kusumoto's leap left him in a coma to this day. That event was the catalyst for Kawana's actions, so wouldn't he have approached his parents about revenge too?
Mitsuru Kusumoto's parents?
Possibly.
You're talking about his mother, Reiko Kusumoto, right?
Yeah. The health minister. Vice minister, so basically she's got a power at the minute.
Yes, who is currently Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. If she accepted or is even an accessory to a revenge
Ring
plot
ring,
against
did I
Kawai,
call this?
there's no way she'd ever want that secret to get out. With her level of influence and power, wouldn't it be possible that she ordered RK to silence Kawana? Which would explain how RK's actions are being controlled, wouldn't it?
True.
And you think it's Reiko Kusumoto?
See, we've never met her
You don't
before,
think
so I don't know.
ministers can control criminal organizations from the shadows? You know very well the answer to that.
Yeah, we know that happens a lot.
Yeah. Tsukumo's actually looked into her before. I'll talk to him about it right now. Yeah, this is genius, Sari-san. This could lead us right to who's controlling RK.
Quite a compliment coming from you.
Yes, it is.
Feel better already.
Don't sweat it. I'll call you if I find anything out.
Alright. So I guess we're going back to 99, literally just down the street. So guess we're going back. We did not make it very far. Hello, doggo. He's waiting there patiently. Hi.
Yagami-san, back already?
Yeah, I have a theory.
That was quick. I figured you'd be out in the town until evening.
Well, the day's not over yet. I need you to look into Reiko Kusamoto again.
Yes.
She might be the one behind RK.
Can we arrange a meeting? Can we talk to her?
Can you pull up the picture of her you showed me last time?
Hope actually became nighttime. I wonder if we actually wait until nighttime, whether that would change that scene.
Yagami-shi. Reiko Kusamoto became vice minister just recently. It hasn't even been a full year yet.
Looks like she's still got a good rep.
Yeah, there's almost no criticism of her out there.
I like that. Naboo.
The Ministry Revolution. Bucking the bureaucracy. Golden parachutes don't fly with Kusamoto. Go her. Vice Minister is pretty high up there, yeah?
Yeah.
Big time.
Really high.
If she really did take Kawana up on his offer, silencing him would be the quickest way to save her skin. And in that case, she'd need some kind of connection to RK.
Some kind of connection? A bit vague, no?
Yeah, it is.
Enough, but RK already took an innocent life while hunting Kawana down.
Right. And after killing Sawa-sensei, they tried to kill me, too. Still, no matter how dangerous the gang, murder is a risky proposition. Then again, if someone's pulling the strings, they have a lot less to worry about. Especially if that someone has vice minister status.
Deep governmental pockets as well.
How about we do our usual thing? Go straight to the source.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Would it really be that easy to get a meeting with someone like her?
Probably not, but you never know.
Kusamoto's still in a coma, right?
Yes.
If he's in a hospital, we can catch her by surprise there.
That's if she still visits. I'm assuming she would.
Huh. What's this now?
What's what now?
Yeah, what's what?
Breaking
What's going
news
on?
from the net. It says manhunt for Sawa-sensei's murderer.
And?
It's hitting the network news, too. The person they're after is...
Wanted for the murder of private school teacher Yoko Sawa in her own apartment, Kanagawa PD is conducting a search for the suspect, self-proclaimed handyman Yu Ki.
Convenient.
Why are they looking for Kawana?
Shouldn't they be after Soma?
Sawa-san's former teacher before and after the incident. It's also surfaced that he's been using a false identity.
Because that's the easiest way for her to flush him out. If everyone's looking for him, he can't. He's going to be really hard to hide.
To Sawa-san.
If Kawana-san was caught on camera, then surely some RK thugs were as well?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so. On that note, I should have been in the footage too. The police only seem to want Kawana, but why? Guess we'll have to ask them ourselves.
Ask who?
The police.
Detective Watanabe from Kanagawa PD. He was the guy in charge of Mikoshiba's murder.
Very true. We're not exactly in tight with them, but we have a professional relationship. Hello, Watanabe.
Yeah, I guess it has. Hey, I'm curious. Do you have any evidence that Kawana killed Sawa-sensei?
I take it you saw the news?
Yes. Yes, we saw the news.
On camera near the crime scene. Plus, he knew the victim. And if that's not enough, he was using a fake name. How's that for evidence?
I mean,
I saw Soma holding an ice pick up to Sawa.
All true.
Plus, there were RK footprints all over the scene. So why is Kawana the only suspect?
Because the big boys with big balls at HQ said so. Barking at me won't get you anywhere.
So this is
and
all
the
just
minister's probably applying some pressure.
What is going on here?
Why are you so bent out of shape? Kawana's a legitimate suspect, and all we're doing is following procedure. So stick your private investigator schnoz somewhere else.
I mean, tell it like it is.
You know, you sound pretty bent out of shape yourself. Where are you right now?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking maybe we could meet up. How's a free pass to bitch about your work sound? Abe-san?
On the phone, in person, there's nothing I can tell you.
He hung up.
Yagami-shi, I managed to focus in on the background noise from your phone call.
Thank you.
Despite all the interference, I have a good idea of Nabe-san's location.
Remind me never get on your bad side.
He's on the main drag in Chinatown. If you go now, I'm sure you'll find him.
But is he even gonna listen to you?
Probably
Won't matter
not.
if I miss him because we sat here wondering.
I mean, yeah,
Yagami Detective Agency. Quick on its feet indeed.
very true.
Can't compete with that.
We need to go. We need to leave right now. Let's go. Right. So, Chinatown. I can't remember which way Chinatown is. Right over here. Okay. So if I put a pin there, that's quite the trek. Let's head off then. Skateboard. Yes, please. Ooh, more bad guys coming down. For the record, my guy, I'm very sorry. We're going to fight right in front of you. Hi. You might want to leave. I don't know what is that a blowtorch? Is that a blowtorch? Ow. It was a little bit rude to take me down like that. I'm sorry, club. I've destroyed your sign. I'm gonna leave. We should leave. So are we going to be tailing said cop? He's right there. There's more guys coming down as well. Are you leaving? Are you actually leaving? Did I accidentally put the pin?
You here?
Hello.
Oh, hey, Nabe-san. And you were...
Sakurai.
Oh, Sakurai. All right.
Oh, right.
To be fair, I couldn't remember his name. I actually genuinely couldn't remember his name.
Happened to be in the neighborhood.
No.
Let's just say some friends of mine have a real keen sense of smell. Something stinks about the cops here.
Excuse me, pal?
The
Yes.
Sawa case. Why aren't you going after RK? Or are you and you're just keeping me in the dark?
To stop me getting involved.
This isn't the place to talk about that. What the? Hey!
I get the feeling something's keeping you guys from doing your jobs. And I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah.
Say that again?
Yeah, I don't have to listen to you.
Head back to the station.
Huh?
Need to take a piss, Yagami? You're looking hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go for one.
Call.
I could go for a wee. See you later, Sakurai.
What's he up to?
We're gonna have a friendly chat in the toilet, which, when you say it out loud, sounds very weird. Oh, we're gonna do it on the...
Nice spot you brought me to. Very romantic.
We're just gonna do it over the pier?
Well, we're about to have a shitty conversation. Might as well do it with a pleasant view.
I admire that.
Cops really believe Koana is responsible for Sawa-sensei's death?
Definitely not.
We wouldn't be looking for him if we weren't serious. We even have a warrant.
To arrest Koana?
His real name's Yu Kitakata. He's been using a fake. And he services right at the murder scene of his former student. In my eyes, he was suspicious enough.
What about Soma from RK?
Yep, I told you.
Spotted on the nearby cameras too, like when he entered her apartment.
He wasn't.
How is that possible?
Doctored footage.
There's no footage that had RK anywhere near it.
What's that supposed to mean?
From the moment Mikoshiba's murder went down, the higher-ups have been busy playing politics. I had a handle on things when they were just competing with Tokyo PD over who got to grill Ihara. But after that murder footage came out, it really stirred shit up. Sawa-sensei's case has me scratching my head too. Someone
See,
at the top is
I know all of it. I know all of it. It's the why they're under the tail.
Even in this day and age.
You're saying the whole force is in on a cover-up?
It started with the footage surrounding Sawa's apartment. Someone on the inside erased it.
So the minister has to be involved.
The RK guys tagged in it is totally wiped.
Erase the footage. Are you serious?
Think so, yeah.
You heard me. Kawana leaving her place is all that's left. Even the parts where you show up are long gone. Before and after, the only person that the cameras pin the crime on is Kawana himself.
Who would go so far to erase the footage? Who would do something like that?
Someone on
It's time to
payroll.
let go, Yagami. Miko Shiba's case and Sawa-sensei's case, they're closing the book. And to tie up the loose ends, and this is the shitty part, Kawana has to die in an accident.
What?
Soon as they track him down, they'll put him into custody and then blame it on negligence. They'll say he resisted arrest and died in the struggle, I guess. Someone clearly wants Kawana gone, and they have the power to do it.
It has to be the minister.
Come on. Who could have that power?
The minister
is clearly a target of someone higher up. Even if he sees it coming, he won't be able to stop it. As far as I'm concerned, the case is closed. You wouldn't understand until you've been on the force. When the team you're playing for is rotten to the core, all you can do is look the other way.
I don't think we're not gonna look the other way.
I'll stick to the cut and dry cases for a while. That's what'll keep me an honest cop.
That's bullshit! You'll shut the lid on the trash, ignore the smell of the rot coming from inside, and go on pretending it's justice? And then you call that being an honest cop?
Asshole. Did you forget that you were talking to a detective?
Oh, are we actually fighting?
You never did answer the question, Nami-san. Who had the authority to erase the security cameras? Who wants Kawana dead so bad that they do it inside?
Even if I told you, what the fuck could you do about it, detective? Smartass! Leave it alone, Yagami. It's for your own good.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that.
Are we actually fighting?
You little piece of shit! I've had enough! Dead son of a bitch!
Are we actually fighting? Okay, we are actually fighting. Should I go boxing?
Here we go.
Although he's got a weapon, I don't think that's gonna... Boxing might not be the way to go. Ow, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a club. Hang on. Please. Let's go snake. Because I like the idea of the just deflecting. Alright, can we... I was gonna say can we talk about it, but that'll be it. No. Ow. Okay. Smash. Go on. There we go. Deflect. Dodge. That was a good dodge. What a nabby, that was a good dodge. Ow. KY. Yeah. Let's not do that. Whoa, hey. Well recovered. That was a good cover. Counter that, my dude. Also, I like the fact that two guys are just having a fight in the middle of the street and no one's actually calling the cops or anything like that. Do they even know he's a cop? Are you coming up? Come on. I should really do the... When I dodge that... Counter that one. X action. Smashed eye socket. That's got to hurt. Also, you need to take it out. Oh, what a shot! What a ragdoll! That was a good fight. Good, well measured. I didn't go ham. I didn't go crazy like I normally do. It was a bit more of a structured fight, like the Soma one. The Soma one had a bit more structure as well.
Forced their way into Sawa-sensei's place. That's when Soma came in. I'm sure she was terrified. We were pointing an ice pick at her. When I found her, her eyes were still open. I could see the tears. Yet the police are going after Kawana instead of Soma. And the cops that were there know he isn't a suspect, but say their hands are tied. So it'll be my voice you hear instead of hers. And when they come to silence me, I'll know who the puppet masters are.
Damn right. We'll act as bait.
I hear you. Probably right.
And if you have any idea who might be pulling the strings, I need you to tell me before it's too late.
Off the record, so to speak.
Is there anyone on the force who would want Kawana dead?
Force, no, but the minister, maybe.
Sawa Sensei's case, the Kanagawa brass had a suspect file ready to go. They didn't point to your guy Soma. They named you Kitakata, alias Kawana the handyman. Hilarious, isn't it? You were the first to the scene, which means the bigwigs pulled a suspect file before it even...
Very true. It definitely means they want him.
Where'd the info about Kitakata come from?
Not sure. But the National Police Agency said it came from public security.
Public security?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Public security branch of the police is practically Japan's spy ring, keeps an eye on foreign agents, gangs, and political groups. Okay. I was going to say I have no idea who the political security is. Public security. They don't hunt criminals so much as gather intel and analyze it to maintain the peace.
Why is public security involved in Sawa Sensei's case?
Seems they were interested in RK's criminal network in Kamurocho. You know how after the
Stumble across it.
disbanded, the criminals started going underground? Well, public security would rather let RK roam free than bust them. Monitoring them quietly gives them intel on criminal movements.
Alright, better the devil you know.
No one will just take their place.
Wait, so they want RK on the streets? Is that why they're brushing Sawa Sensei's case under the rug?
If RK goes down in one fell swoop over a murder case, they have to find a new source of intel.
That's messed up.
Speaking from public security's point of view, that is.
Unbelievable.
Not that they'd ever say that out in, well, public. If you believe public security, there's no way RK killed Sawa Sensei.
Convenient.
Hell. Do they even have a reason?
Not that I'm aware of. On top of that, I asked Tokyo PD about Soma, but he doesn't have a record. No priors, no census registry, not even a damn profile pic.
Then, what does that mean?
The man known as Kazuki Soma doesn't exist, basically. Maybe that's how it's always been, or maybe it's a cover-up.
Maybe he's a spy.
They had plenty of files on Kawana to send our way instead. They're the ones who made him the prime suspect in Sawa Sensei's case, too.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Kawana's a scapegoat for RK. Public security wants to shut the curtains on Sawa Sensei's case with him. As far as they're concerned, with Kawana silenced, it'll all balance out.
So that's what you meant by Kawana having an accident.
So do you think...
Right. Better to flush your shit.
Do you think Soma is an actual spy for the government? Like a government spy inside RK, and he's feeding intel back to the public, he's busy spy ring, public security. I was on screen there, I apologize. Do you think he's a spy and he's been tasked with monitoring these, and he's not like infiltrate them, but he joined them as a leader in order to maybe? I mean, it's possible. Dead men don't talk. If they get rid of Kawana, that'd be enough to muddy the waters.
So who's running the show in public security? Do they have a name?
I wasn't told, unfortunately. Afraid I'm further down the food chain than you thought.
We can find that out. That's probably your partner asking where you are.
Watanabe speaking. Jincho.
Huh?
Right. Got it. Call me if anything else comes up. Kawana's been spotted.
Do tell.
A witness reported seeing him in Jincho.
Seriously? He's back here?
Couldn't say for sure.
Strange.
Where's he at?
Fukutokucho, in Koreatown, where the Komi Jewel hang out. The police are headed there now.
Komi Jewel?
Apparently it means spider web in Korean. You haven't seen it? It's made to look like it's abandoned.
Have we been there?
Is there?
You're not
Have we been there?
Me, right?
I don't have much time.
Nah.
You said Kawana might have an accident, didn't you? I'm sure that's why you're telling me all this.
If you find him, let him know it's public security that's after him. And I mean business.
I can do that. You also, did you forget your stick? You're probably going to need that. I mean, you dropped it. I mean, I'm assuming you picked it up. I can't see it on the floor. Right. Let's go. We need to make a beeline. Not that way. We're not skateboarding across the grass. We need to try and find Kawana real quick. Hello?
Yagami, it's me. I have an update for you. It
Do tell.
Kawana has been spotted in Ijincho.
Komi Jewel, right? I'm headed there now.
I'm right there now.
Ah, fastidious as ever.
Yes.
But the police have already started blocking off Komiju.
Already?
They're probably going to surround the area and gradually close in on Kawana-san.
Alright, are we going in to bust them out?
Public security is probably behind that. And according to Nabe-san, once they capture Kawana, he'll end up in an accident.
An accident?
Yes, an accident.
Long story short, I need to find Kawana before the cops do. Can you navigate me to him?
I most certainly can. For now, just keep heading toward Komiju. In the meantime, I'll be monitoring the surrounding area.
Alright, do
and
tell.
I'll dispatch Sugiurashi.
Appreciate that, Tsukumo.
Dispatch him? Dispatch him where? Is he going to take to the rooftops? He's probably the type to do, to do rooftop stuff. Right. So we need to sneak in. I'm assuming. Or we're going across the rooftops.
This is Tsukumo. Yagami, please come in.
I'm here.
I think I'm in front of Komi Jewel.
Hands free kit.
You are. I can see you from the drone.
Oh, hello.
Then you'll notice the cops block the road. Any way I can get in there?
Not to worry. I've already looked into an infiltration route.
I like it.
Better be way to go. So, what should I do?
Yeah, let's go
The
stealth.
white car that's parked in front of the barricade?
No, but I can see the white truck.
There's a really small gap on the side of the car. You should be able to fit through it. It'll be a tight squeeze, I'm sure, but I have no doubt in your agility, Yagami.
Yeah, anyone can fit through there.
What happens if I get spotted?
You can leave that part to me.
Thank you for the distraction. Yeah, we need to go now, because they're not going to hang around for long. And I'm just going to run this way. And we're just going to go stealth. And a gold plate. Are we sneaking through? There's a cop right there. Cops everywhere. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going here. Or we're just gonna, I don't want to waste a coin. I know we've probably got unlimited coins. I think if he goes that way, I can just walk that way. Apparently not. We have to use a coin. Go investigate. Oh, we can't take him down. I don't like that. I don't like. We could have gotten past there without him turning around. Yeah, go there. Without him seeing. And without having to use the coin. I don't like that kind of stealth. We're kind of forced into doing that. This guy, however, he's not moving. We need to, like, lure him. And we can't take them down. Am I going... Oh, okay, we're going this way. Don't knock the boxes over.
Tsukumo, where should I go from here?
Yeah, there's no one here.
Komijul proper seems to be located behind those construction fences. There's one door in the fence, so that's your best bet.
Alright, how do we get past the two guards then? I mean, I can gas them. I've only got 2 of those though. I kind of want to maybe save it for... Yeah, I kind of want to save it for the 2 guards by the door. Please don't spot me. Drone. Oh wait, are you gonna... Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna gas them.
Can I get a hand?
Just leave it to me.
Are you gonna disappear? Okay. That works.
Okay, makes sense.
So this is either gonna go incredibly well or incredibly badly. Maybe get through the door before they turn around, because they're not gonna... Yeah, you did. I said maybe get in before you start celebrating. So Kawana's in here somewhere. I can't remember. I don't want to try and pronounce that.
Did you find Kawana? Huh? It's weird. Hello?
Maybe a jammer. Maybe obviously you can't hear me because of construction stuff. Alright. I'm guessing we're going up the stairs. Tell me you see that. There's a guy right there. See him. Right there. Can I zoom in? I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm just gonna not even entertain that. I'm gonna go upstairs. I was gonna go walking that way down the street, but apparently that's a bad thing to do. Plus the thing's pointing into here. Excuse me. Haven't had one of those in a while. Stealth. There's bound to be other people in here.
Sensei! Show yourself! Come on, get your ass out here!
Relax with the yelling, will you? You're giving away our location.
How am I
Yes.
supposed to relax? This shit's intense!
I guess we're not going that way. Whoa, hey. Damn.
Tsukiyo.
Sneak up.
Didn't Tsukumo-kun tell you I was on my way?
Yes, but I didn't expect you to appear suddenly right behind us.
Yagami-san, all these guys are RK.
Does that mean RK beat the police to Kawana?
No, not exactly. I just saw some cops let RK guys through.
Okay.
But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
It would be, yes, but...
That was no mistake.
It's no mistake. We know otherwise.
RK.
But why?
Someone in authority on the force is trying to get rid of Kawana. So they want him to have an accident.
What? That's off the scale insane.
True. Although, you know,
Not, I need to get to
it
Kawana
happens.
before RK or the cops do. You know where he is?
I don't. Come to think of it, why would Kawana-san come to Komijul?
Ko. Is it Komijul? I don't know how you get GEO and spell it Ko.
Top of this place for now.
However,
Aren't there people from
I'm one to speak because English has weird ones as well.
Maybe we can ask them where Kawana is.
Worth a
Who
shot.
who asking?
As long as we don't give ourselves away.
Or we just... Still doing stealth. Let's just disappear right across. Let's go upstairs. Sagira. You walk really funny and stealth. I mean, we could probably walk normally now. More bad guys.
That looks like a lot of arcane muscle to me, Yagami-san.
Yeah, but if that many are out searching, the silver lining is that they don't have a lead on Kawana.
I mean, they would all be where he is if they had him.
We'll just have to stay one step ahead of them then. I don't see anywhere else we can go, so let's go up those stairs.
Well, needs must. We can either go forward or we can go back. Sorry, Sakura. Just shoulder barge him out of the way. Are we actually just going to the roof? I guess we're not going over that way.
The highest we can go.
Yagami-san, we've got arcade coming in from below too.
Let's find another route on this floor.
See, we need to be ninjas about this. I mean, we could just go straight across there. Or that way. That seems the more valid route to go. Well, is that the way we came? I mean, can I just grab this? Yes, I can.
Suspicious.
There we go. That's our way through. I'll have to double back. Oh, but I should be able to jump over that side. See if I can get past here. Climb up the pipes. Are we going parkour mode?
Yeah, we should be able to get up from here. There we go.
You do know I'm not going to do that stylishly.
Yeah. Wish I was that nimble.
So I guess I'm just going straight up. Taking the same route is sort of going to be tough. I have to make sure. Yeah, we ain't going that way. And I'm just going to go the long route. Okay, I'll take a beehive. See, the loot was too interesting. Hi. Sorry for the wait.
Good work, Yagami-san.
I'm not stylish. I told you I wasn't as...
You guys are Comey Jewel, aren't you?
Stylish as you, yes.
Comey Jewel? Us?
What's going on here, man? This place is empty. Lead the way, would you?
Yagami-san, they seem like arcade.
I'd rather not have to bullshit them.
Yeah, they don't know us.
Take them down?
Oh, we're taking them down?
Yeah.
We're taking them down. Okay. Hi. I mean, we could have just had some fun with it. But no. Straightforward. Sagira, feel free to attack at any time. Flip. Tank some hits for us. Tank some hits for me. Oshi. Stay down.
Yagami-san.
I'm not even going to say anything.
Top
All right.
floor's up ahead. There's a room on this side too, though. Might be worth checking out.
Now we're going up or going... I don't think there's anything up there, you know. Should we check? We're just going to check this room. Probably a mistake. A save point. Do I want to do a save? I don't think I'm going to save. Let's not save. Because I'm thinking we're probably going to end up having a major fight up here. And we've been playing quite a while, and obviously there's no strict save points. I'm hoping that me not saving it isn't going to be a problem. I would hate to have to, like, restart Sacred Rot. Wait, what are you? Excuse me. What is Sacred Rot? That did nothing. Alright, let's just have that. I want to have a look at this Sacred Rot. I know I'm stalling right now. Hopefully it's in here. Rotting wood that still emits a divine aura. It's usable as a material. Okay, I have a whole load of junk. Can I say it? Looking at that, look. I picked up a cigarette butt. Empty bottles. Stretchy rubber. Gumu, size large, for her pleasure. I've got an earthworm in my pocket. 4-leaf clover, mugwort. Whole load of medical or metals and... Alright.
I wish we'd had some sign of Kawana-san, but maybe we'll still get lucky?
Maybe.
Are you ready to go, Yagami-san?
Is this a point of no return?
Yeah. Let's go.
It seems like we're going to have a big fight here. Something's definitely going to go down because it's give us a save point and it's given us time to back out.
Man, where is this fucking guy? This shit's taking forever. Yeah, it's not like anyone else is here. You think the cops got it wrong?
No.
Then what do? Keep looking? Is there a fucking point?
Seems like Kawana-san's giving them the slip. What's the plan now?
Let's find out what RK's gonna do when they catch Kawana. Are they planning to kill him themselves?
What, you gonna just stroll up and ask them?
I was considering it.
I only count 4 of them, so 2 each. Piece of cake.
I don't think it's gonna be...
I guess.
I don't think it's gonna be that piece of cake.
Okay, let's go.
I don't think it's gonna be a piece of cake.
Got a couple questions for you.
Huh? Who the hell are you two? You with the Kome jewel?
Wow.
No.
They don't even recognize you, Yagami-san?
Well, that's kind of sad.
It is a little bit.
What's going on here?
Yeah, more than... I knew there was going to be more than 4.
Huh?
Yagami-san? I don't think it's just 2 each anymore.
We've had worse odds.
Yagami! Hey! That's the detective from Kamurocho!
It is, yes.
A detective?
Just get him! They're with Kitakata!
Fuck yeah! Let's get it started. Hope you're ready to die!
Not today, but thank you.
Ah, you morons.
Alright, so I guess we're... full on fight. And a whole load of weapons. 1 down. 7 to go. There's a guy going out the back. Out. Should probably focus on the guy with the gun first. Smash him. Okay, he's not going to be a problem anymore. Guy with a flamethrower, probably yes. Wait, I'm on fire. Hey! Can you maybe, like, not set people on fire? That's better. Down for the count. I kind of want you out. I kind of want your friend first. Oh, nice, Sagira. should really... Oh. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dying. Okay, we need to... I need to do health. Can we do... Let's have some soup. Let's just have some soup in the middle of battle. Because that's valid. Come on. Come on. One of these days I'm going to catch that. I instinctively miss when we do the dodge. We do like the counter thing. The deflect. That's probably the correct word. It hits up with an X move and I never remember to hit it in time. And I kind of want to know what that does. Probably something cool.
Is that all you got? I thought there were more of you guys.
Let's not jinx it, man.
Yeah, let's... Don't call for more people.
You guys came looking for Kuwana, right? What were you gonna do to him?
We were just told to catch him. Not sure what comes after that.
You sure the plan wasn't to kill him?
I said I don't know!
Who gave the order here? Soma?
It was Akusa-san. Probably on Soma-san's orders, though.
Hey, Yagami-san?
Hi. You are not the normal guys.
Hey, how come Ijincho has so many creepy masks?
I was just gonna ask you.
I mean,
Kuwana's not here.
A cool looking mask.
Huh?
That intel was fake. We were the ones who put it out.
Are you the spies?
Then you must be Komicho.
Oh.
Normally, it's us hiring the handyman. But this time, it was Kuwana asking the favor.
Huh?
Okay.
To put out false information?
Yes. He said he wanted to see what kind of enemy he was dealing with, and how they'd respond to an eyewitness report. Seeing as how easy police info made its way to these thugs, I'd say he was wise to use caution.
Definitely yes.
Were he any closer, he would have been ensnared by now.
So Kuwana's nearby, watching everything unfold as we speak? He's really in Ijincho then?
We'll have to clear the room to discuss that.
Alright, what are you going to do with them? Are they going to take a...
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, because you're the only one still awake. Right? You're the only one still awake.
As you said, Kuwana's returned to Ijincho. There are benefits to being here that only he can exploit.
Where's he hiding out?
We need to talk to him.
Protection of Tesso from the Yokohama Ryoma. But you're cleared to see him. We already took care of that.
Nice.
Kuwana actually said he'd meet us?
Come on. There's a way through the cops don't know. You can get out to the city from there.
Alright. I'll take that.
Thanks.
Guess you're not so bad after all.
Bear in mind, you may not leave alive if you come back. You were never welcome here.
Fair point.
And never mind.
Yeah, fair point. We'll leave and we'll not come back. I think it's going to be a long episode. I've had quite a few short ones recently.
So, where do we find Kuwana-san?
I'm sure the Ryuma will lead us to him. Just so happens I've got a brother there named Tesso.
Oh, what?
Now let's get there before Kuwana changes his mind.
Definitely. Go on then.
Yeah, let's go.
It's a good job we've made a brotherly pact with Tesso. It comes in incredibly handy. It's probably literally just down the street. Guys coming up on the right hand side. We're going to hang a left. Straight into this alley. Wait, sorry. we ready? I'm just gonna go walk. I'm just gonna walk straight in.
So, you're Yagami Aniki?
Hi, guys.
Tesso-san told me to let you in.
Yagami Aniki?
Will you be coming inside?
Yes. Yeah, sure, let's go.
This way, please.
It's given me a whole time to prepare. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, nice. Oh, that meat. Random meat. Been in here before. Yeah, we've been here before when we first fought him.
Bro, hey man. Welcome back, friends.
Hello.
So, Aniki, do I have to call you that?
Take your seat.
I don't get the Aniki reference. It's probably brother or something like that.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kawana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Voice changed.
Is a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kawana-san.
If you ask the cops, you're the murder suspect Kitakata. After killing Sawa-sensei, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks.
Very true. Why, though?
Would they say something like that about you?
Calm down, Yagami.
I thought it was going to be that save thing. I thought it was going to be the end of the chapter.
So Kawana hired you guys from the start, and you pretended to not know each other in front of me? If that's the case, you really went all out for me.
Did.
I tell you, the Liumang accepts anonymous requests too.
Actually, I think you did mention it.
I was the one who hired him. I suppose there's no point in hiding that now.
That's just how it is. Nothing to get mad over, bro.
You really aren't hiding anything? Did you tell him all you've done?
He's a former high school teacher who's going around killing bullies.
So I guess yes, that is correct.
Than that. Need any more convincing?
Honestly, I'm at a loss. I worked my ass off to get where you are.
And I'm still trying to untangle the mess you've made of it.
You mean I've made a mess?
By the throats. So I'm really backed into a corner here.
You mean the graduates from Kurokawa Academy? Like Mamiya-san?
Very good, Sugiura-kun. So how about it? No reason for us to doubt each other's intentions, right? All the secrets are out in the open now.
Fine. Then I'm gonna light up.
Guess we're having a smoke.
You were just over at Komijul, weren't you?
Yes.
RK was looking for me there. The police even lent them a hand.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well, now I'm even more confused. I give up. Who in the world could be after me? Who has influence over both RK and the police?
The minister.
Venture a guess?
They'd be the uneducated guesses of a handyman. You got any bright ideas yourself, Master Detective?
I haven't confirmed it for sure yet, but I have a pretty good theory for you.
Minister.
Oh?
The Minister of Health. Or Public Security.
The Public Security Division. That's what a detective from Kanagawa PD said. According to them, you're the prime suspect in Sawa-sensei's murder. That's why Kanagawa PD was told to lay off RK. Any trace of RK in the footage near Sawa-sensei's place is gone.
Dealing with spies.
Security's work. And with that kind of backing, it's understandable why RK is so confident.
Yo, hold up again. Why is public security after Kawana in the first place?
That I don't know. Oh, why a specific individual? I mean, we'll have the theory. I'm going to say they're working with Reiko Kusumoto.
Public security is probably working for Reiko Kusumoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health.
What?
Kawana, you had your students kidnap Shinya Kawai, right? 5 years ago in Kamurocho?
Correct.
Kawai bullied Reiko Kusumoto's son, Mitsuru-kun. That painted a target on his back for you. But before you took Kawai out, you approached Reiko Kusumoto with your revenge offer, didn't you? Ahara told us that. Before taking revenge on a bully, you'd approach the family about it first.
He did mention that.
Offer to Reiko Kusumoto?
I'm curious.
If I did.
Well, that probably sealed your fate.
Ministry of Health. She's pretty popular. She's even cleaning up her predecessor's mess. If it were to surface that she agreed to a revenge killing, they'd have yet another massive scandal on their hands. And if you get to go down in cuffs instead of a body bag, that detail may just come out. Before that can happen, Reiko Kusamoto plans to
have me silenced and use public security to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except public security can't just go after you, so they subcontracted RK to do the dirty work. That would explain why public security is trying to cover for RK.
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Correct. So what's the problem
wrong with it?
Unfortunately, yes. Something does stick out.
And what's that?
I did, in fact, approach Kusamoto-san 5 years ago about taking revenge on Shinya Kawai. And just as you said, I used Mamiya-kun and the others to kidnap Kawai.
And?
So where does it fall apart?
Kusamoto-san knew I was directing Mamiya-kun and the others. She'd seen their faces, knew their identities, everything. So, if Kusamoto-san wanted to go after me, Mamiya-kun and the others would be first on the list.
Valid point.
The fact is, public security hasn't laid a finger on them, even now. Which means, Kusamoto-san isn't the one giving them orders.
Okay, so... yeah. That is correct. If she was given orders to public security, this was obviously I'm reading it because you're reading it too. She could have gone to Koana much quicker. Which is very true, because she could have just gone for his accomplices.
Sure, that makes some sense.
Hey, so sorry if this is off topic, but what was Kusamoto-san doing when Shinya Kawai was killed 5 years back?
She was standing right there with me. Afterwards, she took 3 days of PTO, and that was a first for her.
Why?
Shinya Kawai died at the hands of Kusamoto-san. She drove the knife into his chest personally.
Okay.
She took it slow, making sure he suffered the whole time. Just like Akihiro Ehara.
Very much.
She avenged her son.
Don't want to mess with her.
I admire her.
She killed Kawai herself?
Okay. Do you know, I can believe it. She had to keep that hidden a long time. Yeah. I wonder if the
afterward she
pillars are starting to tip.
The smell of his blood off her hands.
Damn, man.
I was the only one who knew that, by the way. The others have no idea. On that day 5 years ago, I sent them straight home after they brought me Kawai. And I was the only one with Kusamoto-san when she killed him.
This sounds way too crazy to be real.
Okay, it's definitely
even so, the fact is, Kusamoto-san hasn't betrayed me. Besides, I doubt the Vice Minister is powerful enough to order public security around.
And who is giving them their orders?
Yeah, I'm wondering who that is.
I'd say your
if it's not her.
Is on the right track. I'm sure public security contracted RK. It lines up with what's happened so far. I imagine they're so persistent because they know I can be used against Kusamoto-san.
Either way, whoever's pulling the strings is someone who'll benefit from your capture. So if it isn't Reiko Kusamoto, maybe it's one of her enemies?
An enemy?
Who has an enemy? Who could possibly gain from taking her down?
Or maybe even some kind of political rival. Nothing would be more valuable to them than dirt on Kusamoto, right? They're probably trying to take her down. Or they could threaten and manipulate her as they see fit. Is that why public security's been taking action?
Possibly. All right.
If they wanted to take her down, they could have had the police investigate her fair and square.
So not her herself, has to be someone
right.
that stands to benefit from her potential downfall.
Plus, she has the public's support, especially with the younger crowds. All just more reasons for her to have enemies.
I read some article about how even the Prime Minister has a hard time with her. Like, she'll get up in his face every time he signs an order. Dumbass loses so many arguments, he practically works for her now.
So the Prime Minister's trying to find some dirt on Reiko Kusamoto?
I don't know what the Prime Minister...
Weren't you listening when we said Kusamoto-san has lots of enemies in her position?
Hey, don't be a dick.
So whoever's behind this, May have been
Valid.
looking for a weakness in Kusumoto-san for a while. They must have got their start after realizing Ehara's case was really about getting revenge on a bully. That puts Ehara and Reiko Kusumoto in the same boat, being that their only sons were bullying victims. And if they discovered that Kawai also vanished 5 years ago,
And then realised they'd be able to make a connection.
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incident.
So what's that guy? Oh, you can't see him. I'm going to say there's a guy
No.
in the corner here, behind my ugly head.
Killing them off.
Not there. There.
Kawhi makes number
He's
7.
staring at the camera.
7? Damn, man.
it wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her, Reiko Kusumoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ahara's case, the link between him and Kusumoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for.
True.
That link is Sawa-sensei. It took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself. It was RK. She never should have even been on their radar.
Yeah.
In fact, they traced your name from her. Sawa-sensei knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right?
She did.
You don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you? Except, Sawa-sensei wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
She shouldn't have, no.
You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like Yui Mamiya go down with
Music.
you. By then,
making a
why
stand.
would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right? You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. Sawa-sensei died in tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Ehara, Reiko Kusumoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price?
Definitely. You tell him.
Will you even be able to look her in the
Get emotional.
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife.
Yeah, not enough.
So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die, and that'll be the end of her story. Everyone will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. Just like the cops are doing.
Yeah, cops are dancing around it.
If I turn myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out. And worse, Reiko Kusumoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
Really?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
You do know this is going to all come into a head.
Hey, skinny ginger kid.
Yes?
Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
Yeah. They know something's going on. We're gonna take it. We're gonna have a fight.
So is your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice, we all get added to your body count, don't we?
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind. If you can't see that, then you can go to hell!
Fight.
Stay out of my way!
Oh, music. Yeah. Maybe I should have probably healed before we have this fight. Jin. Ow. Smash. Come on then. A little bit open space. Thank you. A little bit on the rude side, but okay. Kicking chairs at us. Come on then. Smash. We're just having a nice focused fight. You're gonna don't want to do that. Yeah, ow. Did you say ow? Okay, we need to do a next move when we're gonna wait until they flip him. But you can't. No, I'm not gonna fall for that. Just counter that one. Thank you very much. I'm getting quite good at that. I see it just as I take a hit. Smash. No, again, you're coming to me. I don't know what that was. That was not a good move. Also, I'm running low on health. I should probably heal. Smash. Also, I realise that we probably do have a... There's a shortcut menu, and I keep on forgetting to set it up. Get off me. Ow. Ooh. You telegraphed that move way too much. Come on. Ow. Okay. Let's go ham. Nice. I like that counter. Okay, X mode was the way to go. I don't want to counter then did that kick. I don't know how I did that. That was very cool. I did it multiple times as well, complete by accident. I like how they're just standing and watching.
How long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Too long.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually.
I like how they're just chill.
Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
I can see that.
Oh, headbutt. Are you done? Oh, we're done. Yeah, I think we might be done.
There we go. Now let's stop him.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Don't want to accidentally get hit. If you stand in the wrong time, you're going to get punched in the face.
What? You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
Yeah.
You're not looking so hot.
Yeah, you're done. You're all done. You're both done. Give it a rest. Also, I'm surprised his phone's not broken.
You got lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it.
You're the one who got lucky as far as I'm concerned. I was about to kick your ass.
What a fucking mess, guys.
I mean, it's at least the chairs aren't smashed. Who's having food? Oh, but I like your style, my guy. We're having noodles or rice. Still not talking.
Hey, both of you, eat. Your food's getting cold.
one of our higher-ups cooked this himself. Look good if there's any left.
Not a problem. This stuff's great.
Does look really nice. I don't know what it is, but it looks really nice.
Delicious. Man, this is the good stuff.
Are they really not talking? They're really
means
going to be
Reiko
petulant.
Kusumoto could be being targeted by public security.
Right. It's possible part of the police wants to catch me as leverage against Kusumoto-san on public security orders. But that's only if public security really is behind this. You're the one who said you got that info from a cop.
Yes.
Someone up top's been putting pressure on the investigation. That much is clear. But no matter how you slice it, the fact that you're enemy number one while RK roams free is absurd. Unfortunately, all I got out of that cop was that public security itself is who we're up against.
Public security is Japan's top intelligence agency. If they're after you, there's no escape.
Should feel proud that we have the top spies
And
after
I
you.
guess now's a good time to make a suggestion.
Really?
Huh?
Tell me, who benefits the most from you two fighting? Huh? That'd be public security. The more you drag each other down, the easier they'll be able to get the jump on you.
Very valid.
You notice? It's too late.
That's a very valid statement.
That's exactly what they'd want, right? But what if you two work together? You watch each other's backs and act before RK and public security do. You might even be able to find out who's pulling the strings.
Huh. Yeah.
Valid. That's a valid statement.
Forces, there needs to be an even greater threat to fight.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
On board with that.
Kind of deal. Work together.
But this is only temporary. Once we finish with public security, I'm gonna make sure you answer for what you've done.
Okay, then where do we start? Should we just storm public security at this point?
I don't think that's a good idea.
First, we need to confirm public security is really the enemy we're after.
Right. We'll make our move after that.
We have the element of surprise. They have no idea we're working together.
Then we'll use it to our advantage and outsmart them.
Aw, look at the boys playing nice.
If public security's trying to find some leverage against Kusumoto-san, they'll likely be listening in on her. They're the experts in wiretapping and espionage, after all. We just need a quick confirmation.
How?
How are we going to do that?
We'll just give her a call.
Right here?
Yes. That way, her enemy will trace the call and pinpoint our location. And public security is the only one in Japan who can pull that off, so we'll know right away if it's them.
Okay. Do we really want to bring public security to this place?
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
You saying if you call up Reiko Kusumoto, then the bad guys will start pouring in?
Yes.
We maybe not do that here?
I was going to say is,
Actually,
you know,
that might just work in our favor.
Huh? Bro, why are you talking crazy?
Yagami-san, you sure about getting on bro terms without Kaito-san? Wouldn't that bum him out?
Whoa. This is amazing. What is this?
Yeah, I kind of want to know myself.
Shit, huh? You've got good taste, bro. I knew you of all people would notice the difference.
Kuwana, when was the last time you spoke to Reiko Kusumoto?
5 years ago, on the night she killed Kawai. We arranged it so we'd never contact each other after that.
Wouldn't that throw her off if you rang her? Would that not throw her off?
What is it then? I have an idea.
What?
We're gonna set a trap to find out if we really are up against public security. If they trace the call and they send people for us, then we know for sure it's them.
Okay.
That's why we're gonna call Reiko Kusumoto using a location that doesn't exist at all.
How's that work?
We'll use 2 phones that can't be traced back to us, and we'll relay your voice. Obviously, you won't be wherever we do this from. Best to do this someplace with no one around. Once we see who they send in, mission accomplished.
Doing counter spy work.
What's happening?
Don't worry, I got it. You'll catch up, Sugiura-kun.
First, we need to know our enemy. I'll have Tsukumo prep us some burner phones.
Which means a truce for the time being?
Yes.
Only while you're here. Gotta keep things civil for my brother.
Man, Zhao-san's cooking makes even the suckiest situations not suck.
Cheers to that.
Also, I still don't know what it is. I still don't know. I want to know. I want to see that what our meal is and try it. It obviously had veg.
Hey, so Tsukumo-kun's already got the phones ready. They're burners that can't be traced back to us.
2 of them, right?
Just like you asked for.
Nicely done, Yokohama 99. You'll work quick.
Very quick. Okay, time to go see Tsukumo. Right, let's get our behinds over there. Lots of bad guys up there. Let's go.
Ah, just the 2 I've been waiting for. Excellent work, by the way.
Thank you.
Hey, got those burner phones ready?
Of course I do. Who do you think I am?
You're Tsukumo. That's who you are.
I still don't fully get what's going on. Yagami-san, what are we gonna do with these?
Okay, I'll break it down. First, we call Kawana on one phone. Let's say this one here. Then we use this other phone to call Reiko Kusamoto, using them that way. The phones won't be connected to each other, but their voices will be relayed so they can talk normally.
Oh.
So they talk to each other through the phones. Those phones are going to be somewhere where we can observe.
Security finds out Reiko Kusamoto's talking to Kawana. They'll trace the call without actually finding him. And we can see exactly who they send without risk of being seen ourselves.
I think I'm getting it.
Yep.
Surely you don't intend to do that here, do you? That would put a beacon on us for Kawana-san's enemies.
No, we need to be somewhere where we can...
Do it somewhere remote. We need a place where nobody would raise an eyebrow at an army of public security boys. And it's gotta have a good vantage point.
Where would that be?
There's a building under construction not far from here. It's late, so no one should be around that may get involved unintentionally.
Where is it?
It's right near Seirio High. There's a crane by the river, too. You'll know when you see it.
Okay, you two stay put. I should be able to handle this alone.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Let me at least put out a drone, Yagami-shi, even if it isn't much. I'll use it to capture the faces of Kawana-san's pursuers.
That'd be good.
Alright. As long as you can get it back safely and it doesn't draw attention to yourself. I guess we're going. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a long episode. I'm expecting a fight. Oh, we're alright. I was expecting a fight from the other guys.
This must be the construction site Tsukumo was talking about.
It definitely looks like it.
This is Tsukumo. Yagami-shi, I've confirmed your position.
Thank you. You could do with being a little bit higher, I think.
I think I can spot whoever comes close from here. I'm gonna call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood.
It's right by the school as well.
It's Kawana.
You ready? I'm about to call Reiko Kusamoto. Once you're connected, you take it from there.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to her.
Yeah. Can't imagine this won't be awkward.
I wonder if she's just going to hang up on him.
Do it.
Because that's a possibility. Did he actually ring? Oh, first meeting with Kusamoto. First cutscene, not meeting, you know what I mean? It's the first time I've seen her outside of a picture.
Yes, hello?
This is Kitakata, from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
Why are you calling me?
Forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
At least he was upfront about it.
15 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei. I've read about your accomplishments.
Where is he? They attach it to the drone.
Vice Minister.
That's actually quite cool.
How things are going to work out. But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to be honest with you. A woman as virtuous and as capable as you deserves the world and then some.
But how is Mitsuru-kun?
I'm afraid he's still asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you
I
want?
wonder how many people are going to actually turn up.
If you've been watching the news, you probably already heard. I've become a prime suspect for a crime.
One I didn't commit.
I murdered Yokosawa in her apartment.
I've heard.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now.
Probably hard for
I got a
her.
letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. And that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question.
When you didn't reply, you probably thought that
You weren't planning to
that you
ask.
weren't interested in what she had to say.
I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No, it's not that. It's just... I wanted to let you know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
We're almost to the signal. Kill the headlights.
2 cars inbound. Looks like we were right on the money. This proves Reiko Kusumoto's phone is compromised. And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on it, it's gotta be public security on the hunt for Kawana.
Public security is really coming straight to you by car?
I don't think it's there. No.
There's no way they could mobilize their people that quickly.
They've got members on the ground.
It's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's just RK.
I will say it's been great to hear your voice again. But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
I understand. Goodbye.
I actually had a theory at one point that maybe it was the son who isn't actually in a coma. But that kind of put that one to bed because he's still in a coma in bed in the hospital.
Hey, look. It's a drone.
Hello.
It has a phone attached to it. Shoot it. Shoot it down.
You sure?
Just take it down. Hurry it up. Hey, what the fuck are you aiming at?
I can't hit it. It's too small. Shit.
Why are you shooting at buildings on the other side of the street?
How the hell are we supposed to chase down a drone? And where the fuck is this Kawana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look like spec ops?
Yeah, right. But at least you gotta shoot that thing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you couldn't shoot for shit, but yeah.
I took a few shots at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
We're done
Well,
here.
we know who we're taking down first. I'm assuming we're gonna fight.
That's 6 punks and only 1 gun between you by my count.
Who the fuck are you?
It was you guys in charge. I'm sure Kawana would have had this whole thing solved a long time ago.
Very true.
Well, then again, I suppose I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
That was my gun, asshole!
I mean, it's on the street. Calm down.
The orders. You may as well just level with me. You guys are RK's bottom rung, right?
It sounds like you must know Kawana. Well, I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all.
You are.
Come on!
You're gonna probably be leaving with broken hands.
Boys, fuck him up!
Time to go.
Oh, you morons.
Oh, you're all in boxing mode. Right. Oop, dodge. Just use that guy as a battering ram. Thank you. Ow. So I'm going focus mode. I'm trying not to get hit. Ow.
Let's do this.
Flip. I like that counter. Oh, he's down. Alright. Yeah, watch you don't fall. Okay, so you know when I said you're the first guy I'm taking down? I lied, because you're in fact the last guy out I'm taking down. Out. A little bit rude. Kicking a man when he's down. Alright. We'll go in boxing mode. Sometimes you have to. Change it up a little bit. So, how's your hands?
Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
You mean Soma?
Oh.
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
What did they tell you to do once you found Kuwana?
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him.
Okay, wondering why?
Like we'd pull the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt.
So you did it without any knowing why you're doing it
Tell me,
or
gentlemen,
what you're doing it
how
for,
would you feel if you found out you
which
were
is the same thing. I know what I was trying to say. Be quiet.
We're playing what game?
Or how much you're getting paid.
I suggest you quit RK while you can. Go tell your buddies. Get them out too. Otherwise, they'll keep you in the dark, use you and toss you aside. And then, you'll end up in a ditch there's no crawling out of.
Yeah, they'll just delete everyone. Tie up loose ends and all that.
Yes?
Pardon me. You would be Reiko Kusumoto, correct?
Yes.
Sir, it's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Calm now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau, but I'm sure you're familiar with my Division of Public Security. Bondo is my name, ma'am.
Are you now?
You're very quick. That was very quick off the mark.
Coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here, so let's not get bogged down with minor details. It's in our best interests.
Oh, really?
I'm afraid that won't help. I've already seen to that.
What's going on here?
What is this?
Yeah, good question. What is this?
I need answered with some urgency, Kusumoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him.
Yes.
A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here, Shinya Kawai. I believe there are things you might know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really? Okay, have we got her in trouble? Have we actually got her in major trouble? I mean, she kind of did kill a guy, so, you know, my sympathy only goes so far. But have we actually got her into major trouble? I'm going to go Big Me, because obviously it's the end of the chapter. I'm very intrigued as to who's pulling the strings now, because it doesn't seem to be... It's someone in public security, or that guy. But like, why are they interested in Kawhi? Why have they been sending people to look for him and things like that? Was he a spy? Was he a spy and he just disappeared and have been looking for him ever since? Or looking for who tried to kill him or who killed him? I'm really intrigued. I did also look up, and there are 12 chapters. Technically 13 if you count the epilogue. There's an epilogue chapter as well. So we're nearing the end of the game, and I'm really hoping everything's tied up in a neat little bow. This is not, to be fair, this is not how I expected this game to go. I was expecting murder mystery kind of thing, and obviously with bullying involved. I didn't expect to get into a political kind of thing, whatever this is, dealing with the government, Japanese government, or the spy agencies, and it's a lot deeper than I was expecting it to be. I'm pleased though, because it's really intriguing, and I'm curious as to how it's going to end, or how it's going to be wrapped up. However, we are going to continue this next time. Genuinely, I'm curious, I can't wait. Long chapter today, so it's going to be a longer episode. I'll try and cut it down as much as I can, but it's probably going to be quite long. Sorry for that. I don't like to cut them up into smaller chunks. That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is most appreciated. If you want to go above and beyond, you can opt into the membership stuff. If you grab a tier 1, you get your name up on the wall up here. If you grab a tier 2, you get up there as well, and you get early access to the videos roughly a week in advance. If you're not interested in that though, sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. If you're not interested in that though, don't worry about it, because memberships are always appreciated, but are never mandatory. Don't have to worry about that. Also, please remember to be a light in the dark for someone, because you never know when a single act or word of kindness will change someone's day or life for the better, or in ways that you may never understand. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, see you on the flip side. Bye bye.